set of
In
keywords.
this
You are
module,
breaking
this
up
week,
the
we are
flow
going to
of those
get you
keywords.
the
So you're
foundation
preventing
of what
the
you
last
need to
word
have
before
a
the comma and the
scalable,
first word after the
multi-six-figure
comma
business,
from being
and that is a
connected and
profitable
showing up for that
customer,
search
a
result of
profitable
those
product.
two
This part
combined
of the
words.
program
So
is
if
what
you say
makes our program
nursery
so
decor,
different
comma,
than all the other
girl
courses out
room
there. Most of the
decor,
other courses
then
out there
nursery
talk to you
decor,
about
the last
choosing
word
your
there,
niche. You'll hear
decor,
that over and
you
over.
might want
This is what
decor
makes our
and
approach
girl
different,
room
and
to
this is
be
what is gonna
something
make our
that you
approach
show up for.
more
But because
resilient
you put a
in your
comma in
business
there,
over
you
the
put a
next 12
break
to 18
in,
months,
you're
no
now
matter
not
what is
going to be
happening
seen for
with the
that.
economy,
So
where you
take
are,
out the
or
commas.
where your
It's not
customer
about being
is.
grammatically
This is what
correct. I
turned our
recommend if you
business
take
around
out
from being
commas, like you
down
might get 5 to
35%
7 more
year-to-date in
characters
January to being up
available, which is a whole
18%
nother word
6
that
months
you can
later.
add in.
So
Never use
this
the word
year
and,
is
throw
the
grammar
key.
out the
We are
window. Do
choosing
not
a
use
profitable
plurals.
customer
Etsy
and
accounts
a
for that.
profitable
Do
product.
not try to do
So, lesson
misspellings
one,
to
we're
try
gonna
to,
talk
if a
about
customer
niche versus
misspells a word
customer. In
that's
this lesson,
commonly
we're going
used,
to cover
Etsy
our
knows
current
that and they
niche
will redirect them
situation,
to the correct
if we have
spelling.
one,
So
our
don't
current
use plurals
customer,
or
if we have
misspellings
one,
to try to
and why
capture
niches
more
don't work
results.
as
Do
a
not include
starting
your
point.
internal
So
title
now
for
I
something.
want you to look
So
at
because
the
that doesn't
situation of
communicate
what your
anything to your
shop is
customers.
in.
Never put a
If you
SKU
have
in
a
there, you
shop,
guys.
or
I've seen some
if you
print on
have an
demand
idea
shops
of a
putting
shop,
SKUs in their
what
titles,
niche
and
are
it's
you
like
currently
that does
in?
not mean
Do you have a
anything
niche?
to the
Do
customer.
you know what that
Or
is?
if you do
Are you
artwork,
trying
maybe
to be
you've
one?
named
Are
a
you
piece of
a couple
artwork
niches? Maybe
Ocean
you're not
Breeze
just one. Maybe
Lane.
you are
That
finding
doesn't
that
mean
you fit
anything to
into
the
like
customer.
4 or 5.
Ocean Breeze
Does it
Lane,
feel
what are you
like the
selling?
niche
They're not
if you're
going to be
in one,
searching
or
Ocean
the
Breeze
idea of the
Lane
one
in
that
the
you
search
have?
bar.
Does it
So
feel like it's
instead,
profitable?
have something
Does it
like
feel like
ocean
there's money to be
artwork,
made?
nautical
Does
wall
it feel
hanging,
like it's
nautical
products
home
that sell
decor,
well
coastal home
online
decor.
and where
No
there's
commas
room
because
for
you want all
margin
of the words
between
that
the
are
costs
next to
and
each
maybe
other, side by
production
side,
and
each
the
set to
price
be
point that the
showing
customer's
up
paying?
for
Does it
those
feel like
results.
it's
So you want to show
profitable, or
up
does it feel
for
like the
ocean
profit is
artwork.
just
You want to show up
pennies
for
compared to what you're
artwork
putting into it?
nautical.
Does
You
this
want to show
niche
up for
feel too
nautical
large,
wall
too
hanging,
broad, or
but you
maybe does
also
it
want to
feel
show
too
up for
small and narrow?
wall
Does it
hanging
feel like it's
nautical.
just
Because
such a
sometimes
big
people
category that it
search,
doesn't
okay, I'm
even
going to look
hardly
up
feel like a
a
niche?
wall
Like, for
hanging, and
example,
then
that could be
nautical
something
is an
like
afterthought, so
women
they type that at the
or
end. People
moms.
type
Those
in
are very,
search
very
in the way that
broad.
they
Or does
think,
it feel too
not
small or too
in a
narrow?
grammatically
Does
correct
it
way.
feel like
So
you're
do
trying
not
to
title
sell
also
to
anything with your
moms
shop
who are
name.
under
That
5 feet
means
tall
nothing
with
to the
blonde
customer.
hair
So the
and
title
brown
is
eyes
valuable
and
real
have a size
estate.
5 shoe?
So
That's
only
very small.
communicate what the
Does this
customer
niche
would
feel
value
oversaturated?
seeing or
Does it
knowing. So
feel
here are some
like it
examples
is
that we're going
just
to go through from
filled
Etsy.
with
So this is
so
a
much
bad
that there's
title, and
no
I'm
way
going to
that
show
you
you
are
why.
getting found
Because
or that you
digital
are going to
prints,
get
that
found?
is a
Does it
short tail
feel kind
keyword,
of
and they
hopeless
put a
when you
comma
look
there.
around and look at your
Downloadable
competition?
art
Does it feel a
prints.
little bit hopeless?
Not to
Like,
mention
there
they're
are
using
so
plurals.
many
So
fish in
they
this
do
pond.
not
Like,
need
I
to
am just such
have
a small fish
the
in, like, such a
S's
big
on
ocean
these.
here.
Now,
Okay,
if
now
they
I
are
would
trying to
ask,
communicate
is
that
this
you're getting
niche
2
trending?
prints, they
Is
should
this a
take off those
timeless niche,
S's
or is
and
it a
put the
trendy
word
niche?
at the
Is
very
it
front, 2
increasing in
digital
popularity or
prints. So the
decreasing? Are
customer
you
realizes
seeing
they're getting 2.
views
By adding
and
plurals, it really
visibility
doesn't communicate that they're getting
improve?
2,
Are more and more
and it does
people
not
interested
do
in searching
anything
this, or are
for their
fewer and fewer
SEO.
people
Digital
interested
download
in
wall
searching
art,
it?
that's
So
not
go to
terrible.
Google Trends,
Digital prints
type in
download,
whatever
it's a
that item
plural.
is.
Matisse
Let's
digital
say
print
flower
and
dog
Matisse digital
collars.
download.
Try
Well, they
typing
have the
in,
word
look at the search
Matisse
results
digital
from last
2
year,
times in
the
a row
last 5
there.
years.
So
You'll
they're
see if that
wasting
search is
space.
increasing or
They could
decreasing.
totally
A really good
come up
example
with
of
some
this
other
is
search
those
terms. If
fidget
this was
spinners.
your
They had
listing,
such
what
a
I would
huge
say
peak a
is,
couple years
who's
ago,
the customer
and
for
then
this?
boom, they
Now, I'm not
crashed.
an
So
artist,
look
but I
up
would say,
the
okay, maybe
niche or
abstract
the
wall
category
print,
that you are
abstract
interested in,
wall
or
decor.
maybe that you
Maybe
are in
it's
now,
for
and see
an office,
what the outlook is. Look at
wall
the history.
decor,
Look at the
waiting
direction
room
it's
decor.
going.
Then you can get
This
some
is just to
B2B
get
clients, some
directional
commercial
information.
customers, some
If
other
you are in
businesses
a declining
for their
niche,
offices
something that's
or
declining in
facilities.
popularity, let
Maybe
that be
you're
your
trying to
sign.
target
Don't
like
wait any
nursery
longer.
decor,
It's probably time
girl
to
nursery
pivot. Or
decor.
maybe that
Maybe you're
explains
trying to
some of the
target
decrease in
a
sales that you've
modern
seen.
home
So
decor
ask
vibe.
yourself,
So you
how
could
many
say like
years have you been in
modern
that niche?
wall
Maybe that's been your
hanging.
niche
They really
the entire time
constrain
you've been on
themselves
Etsy.
by
Maybe you
using
started
this
5
title.
years ago.
So this
Maybe you
title
started
is a
1
little
year
bit
ago,
better.
and that's been your
See
niche
how
the
they
entire
did
time.
set of
How
2?
many years have you
So,
been in
and they
that
have
niche?
no
And
commas,
how much longer
which is
do you
awesome.
think it
I
will
do
be
see a
scalable?
plural,
If it
but
is strong.
and I do see
If
set
you
of
don't
2
have a shop
repeated,
yet,
but that's okay.
think about the
So
niche
set
that
of
you
2,
were maybe
coast,
considering and
print,
ask yourself, look
printable.
at Google
So they're
Trends.
capturing print
How much
and
longer
printable.
do you think that
Wall
niche is going to be
art,
strong? Is it
beach,
on the
printable
increase?
set
Is it
of
on the
2.
up and up,
So
or
they're
is
setting
it
just in case someone
declining?
searches
Or maybe
printable
this is
set
you.
of too.
Honestly,
That'll
this has
capture
been me
that.
a lot of
California
times.
coastal
Yeah, throwing
photography,
spaghetti at the
ocean
wall.
waves,
I would
poster,
say
digital
for
download.
me, as a shop
That's a really good
that
title.
is $1.25
Okay, here's a bad
million,
title. Wedding
this
sign,
represents
comma. Okay,
my
short
first
tail
3
keyword,
years.
comma. That
This
does nothing for them.
represents the trial
Wedding
and
welcome
error
sign.
that
I mean,
I
that's
put
slightly
in
better.
to my
But
shop
then,
to get it
comma,
to that consistent
wedding
multi-six
welcome
figure
wedding
level.
sign.
This
Wood,
throwing spaghetti at the
comma,
wall,
wedding
let me
decor.
do that for
No,
you.
that's
Let
not
me
helpful
be the
at all.
one who
Wedding
took the time to
signage.
do that
I don't
trial
know
and
how
error.
often
Save
signage is
yourself the
used,
time.
but
Sometimes
maybe.
it's necessary,
Welcome
but
sign
it's very
wedding.
time consuming.
They already
And if
have
you want to
welcome
grow
sign
and scale
front.
fast on
It's good that they
Etsy,
have sign
this is going to have so much
wedding.
time.
Welcome
So
to
use
our
my
wedding.
lessons
With
here
this,
as
my
some
critique
of that
would be,
trial and error,
this is
some
a
of that throwing
custom
spaghetti
wedding
at the
sign.
wall so that
This
you
is a
don't have to.
rustic wedding sign.